Yes, friends. Another important question, what many students ask me is that, will I lose my marks if I round it off in the examination? How many decimals should I take? Should I take one decimal, two decimal, four decimal, five decimal, etc., etc.? Friends, even before I answer that question, let me first tell you how Institute cuts your marks for every question that you do. They find some mistake in your question, some error in your question. There are two types of errors. One is what we call it as the conceptual error, and the other one is what we call it as the arithmetic error. Conceptual error means, let us assume, for example, they are asking you how to value a bond. You are supposed to take the present value. Instead of taking the present value, if you go and find out duration, you are doing something wrong over there. So if you are conceptually wrong, you get 0 marks. Because as a chartered accountant, you should be able to apply the concept. You should be able to get the answer correct by applying the concept. Everybody clear with this part? So if you have a conceptual mistake, you don't get any mark. But if you have an arithmetic mistake, so for example, if you have put 2 into 3 correctly, your answer should be 6. But by mistake, instead of writing 6, you went and wrote off 5. This is an example of arithmetic mistake. So what happens when you have an arithmetic mistake is that valuer will know that you are conceptually correct, but you were wrong in applying the concept, or there was a calculating error. For this, you lose half mark to max 2 marks depending upon the complexity of the question. So I hope you are clear with this one part. Conceptual error, you lose everything. Arithmetic error, you lose half mark to max 2 marks. Now tell me, rounding off, is it a conceptual error or arithmetic error? Rounding off is not a conceptual error. Rounding off is not an arithmetic error also. Rounding off does not result in any kind of mistakes, due to which you will not lose any marks, my dear friends. But there are chapters like forex, derivatives, etc. In these chapters, you have some complex detailed numbers, due to which when you round off, the answers might deviate a lot. For example, there is a number like 0.02118 dollar bar rupee. Now here, if you try rounding it off, you may end up getting a completely different answer. So in that cases, when you're dealing with chapters like forex, derivatives, and also sometimes mutual funds. Why mutual funds? Because mutual funds are given in units, and units are actually given in decimals. So you have to take the full decimal over there. Rounding off will result in the investor losing some number of units. Everybody clear with this part? So in this case, you don't have to round off to 2 decimals. You keep it as 4 only. So let me give you a conclusion as per this, friends. If the question numbers are given in 4 decimals, solve it in 4 decimals. If in the question numbers are given in 2 decimal, solve it in 2 decimal. If in question numbers are not given in any decimal format, or some data only is not available, you solve it using 2 decimals absolutely fine, because you will not lose your marks because of rounding off. So rather than getting worried about whether I should round off or I should not round off, spend more time, spend more energy on the conceptual clarity. If you are able to communicate your concepts very, very well, you will be able to score excellent marks in the upcoming examination. Thank you so much, friends. I hope this video was useful to all of you. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and share this video if you found it very, very useful. Study well. Take care. I am with you.